Well, hello there, my Libra collective sun, moon, rising sun. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this full moon to new moon. Next, in the month of November, we're looking at the full moon in Taurus on the 12th of the month, going to new moon in Sagittarius on the 26th. And what's interesting about that is it's a Tuesday to a Tuesday. I don't remember that happening that often, right? That the waning, or even the waxing for that matter, begins and ends on the same day of the week. That's odd to me, but whatever. We're in an odd time, aren't we? For those new to the channel, welcome. I am your reader for the moment, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, and president of Drawing the Circle Productions, in business since 1998. Yeah, I am a Virgo, but I have Venus and Libra. But this is not a Venus reading. So please, if you're new to my channel, please keep in mind, as every reader on YouTube seems to be saying nowadays, this is a general read. It can't fit for absolutely everybody. That's why I always do, when I do the zodiac reads, the zodiacal reads, if we want to be fancy about it, sun, moon, rising, right? And then I'll add Venus for some path of true love or twin flame or soulmate, and Mercury for Mercury retrograde, etc., etc. So take what resonates. Don't try and make it fit, right? Like, I'm a Virgo. I can overthink the fuck out of anybody. Well, and also you put that Mercury and Venus and Libra conjunct like I have it. I can overthink the fuck out of everything. So go more with your gut, right? What it feels like, because this can talk you into or out of anything. Go with the gut, right? See how it feels, and by all means, check your other signs. It's like puzzle pieces, right? So keep that in mind, and please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000+ subscribers so that I can do super live chat, because it looks like a lot of fun, and my whole career has been about talking with people sitting across a table. Now doing it on YouTube, which is so much fun. I don't have to leave my house. I'm Pisces moon. I would never fucking leave my house if I didn't have to. Thank God for Amazon. In the cold, where I live in Holbrook, Long Island, the month of February is an iceberg. So I'm good. I'm fine with it. Really, really loving this process. And to my subscribers, thank you so much for following along. I mean, the sense of gratitude that I have, that every day my numbers go up a little bit. Some days they go up a lot of bit. I'm just so thankful and so grateful. So thank you for your subscriptions. And I promise to give you the best that I've got every single time. What else we got going here? Oh, okay. You have to do the preamble. You have to do the exposition for the new people. Skip ahead. You already heard it. This is a What Do I Need read. So it's not about, oh, what's going on in my relationship? What does he or she think of me? When's the money? Where's the beef? You know, wow, 80s flashback. This is about asking the divine through divination systems, what do I need? It takes a certain amount of humility to even ask the question, right? To go before your gods, your angels, your higher selves, whatever you want to call it, and say, you know what? I think I know what I need, but you show me. What do I need? Tell me. What do I need? I will do my best. And that's what a lot of people do every day, whether or not they are professional readers or not. They'll pull a card, right? It's like, so if you can even do, if you're doing that, just say, okay, just for today, what do I need? This is, of course, not a daily read. It is for half of a moon cycle, right? From full to new waning moon. What else? Oh, all of the decks that I use are in the description box at the bottom. I put all the ones that I use in total. I'm not using them all from every reading, because they're all, well, a bunch of them are back up there. And really, if you ever get the chance to zoom in, if you can, right, there's all sorts of magic, well, I would call them Easter eggs, but they're Ostara eggs. I'm pagan. So please have a look-see-dooksy at my description box. My 2 ebooks are in there. The third one is in process. It's coming out next year. I was trying to put it out this year. It's like, then YouTube happened. It's like, okay, this is what the gods want me to do. But there's all sorts of cool links in there to go look. My About Me, like About Mal, link on my website. Really, it's a fun read. I wrote that myself about, it's all in first person, about my career as a reader and a spiritual teacher and all of that. So go have a look-see. I have to update it, though. I have to put in the YouTube component, because that's new. Cool. I think that's it. Yeah, we're going to be looking at what you need for this full moon to new moon next. And please remember to breathe. With every inhale, you're drawing in the prana, the spirit, the chi, the reiki, the shmeki, the eggs, and the bakey that you need physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, but just for that moment, everything you need. And everything that is prepared and ready to leave, you exhale. And your breath is your constant companion in this life. Nobody inhales when they die, right? That's, you exhale in this life and inhale in the next life. Now, maybe not in the third dimension. Ooh, that's a rotating door. That's a revolving door of reincarnation. But, you know, like when you're dreaming, you're breathing in the dream. So breath is life, right? It's just another dimensional paradigm anyway. A crazy one. So is that about it? Yeah, okay, here we go. Let's dive in. Breathe. My collective pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved, please. One Caroline Mace archetype card. What is the dominant archetype for this Libra collective sun, moon, rising sign watching this video that they can focus upon for this full moon to new moon next? What do they need? Ooh, the engineer. Now, the engineer, you might be like, nah, well, don't click off just yet because it's more than just technology, right? And this is a valuable part of alchemy, considering Mercury retrograde in Scorpio will be going into Libra, right? So keep that in mind. So a good opportunity for you to address some of the shadow stuff going on in your energy system and alchemizing it into light or lead into gold. So let me read the shadow first so you know what the challenges are. Breathe. Reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences, right? So this is how we do it. This is the way it's always been done. It's always worked, and damn them if they don't like it. Not great. Not in the evolving consciousness of planet Earth, moving from the third through the fourth into fifth dimensional awareness, fifth dimensional consciousness, unity consciousness, where empathy, that's why the empaths are exploding. I'm an empath, right? I'm a first wave, divine, feminine, feel your everything. That's why I'm good at what I do. Whole life long. Pisces moon. Hello, nurse, right? So to really look at whatever the situation is, the first card down, every other card is going to clarify this. So to really, it's like without regard for emotional consequences, perhaps even your own, right? So I'm not saying overthink this. I'm kind of feeling tune in to the considerations of your own emotions, feelings, and those of others. Not that you need to be codependent about it, but you want to be what? Balanced. Here's the gold that you're shooting for, the end point of alchemy, or in process. Ability to give creative energy a practical expression. Talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So maybe you need to break up what's going on here over the next 2 weeks or so, depending on when you watch this, from the 12th to the 26th, to really look at, okay, can I break this down into what are the common dilemmas here? And can I come up with practical solutions that are creative? The engineer is part of the creativity family of archetypes. So something certainly that you can come up with what? For example, strategies. The strategist archetype is its own archetype, but there isn't one for it in this deck. So I'm going to merge it into that one. Strategies to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas that are strategies. But I'm hearing from the collective, it's like don't try and eat the whole burger at once. Or sorry, don't eat the whole head of kale all at once. Really, really decent alchemical thing here, but it's engaging your creativity. Perfect, right? Let's ask the angels about that. My angels, please breathe. They're all saying breathe. There we go. My angels, please. One card in clarity for this Libra collective sun, moon, rising for this full moon to new moon next. What do they need considering the engineer archetype from the collective pantheon? Emerging. So something is emerging from the inside out, perhaps, but also from the outside in. Could be both, right? In the holographic reality, they may be separated perhaps by time and space, but they might very well be the same thing. What rises within you, something rises, emerges from without. Something might rise from the out that triggers something from within to rise. Let's get some clarity on that. Oh, by the way, this is Healing with the Angels Oracle, Doreen Virtue. Now we're going to Fiona Morgan's Daughters of the Moon Tarot. I have read this deck longer than any other deck. I've got 3 different copies of it because some of them just got wrinkled and bent. So very, very happy to be working with this deck professionally, particularly that it's going to translate for us the voices of the Grand Divine Feminine, the goddess, and we'll use the Mythic Tarot for the Grand Divine Masculine. In other words, the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine in total, the voice of the gods. So here we go. Breathe. My goddesses, please. Oh, Aphrodite in particular, who sits in the throne of Libra with her son Eros, please. My goddesses, 1 card in clarity for this Libra collective sun, moon, rising sign. This this full moon to new moon next November 2019. What do they need considering we've got the engineer and emerging? We've got Temperance. We've got Temperance, all about balance, very Libra. And although some people say it's Sagittarius, I get that too. But there's something here about discipline. There's something here about your temper. But it's interesting that word temper, right? Temper, temper. To temper something means to balance it, to make it stronger. So really what that phrase means about, oh, he has a temper, it's a good thing. It's saying that, okay, he's angry, but he knows how to temper it, he knows how to control it, he knows how to balance it, how to focus it. And in this deck, this woman is balancing fire, the element of desire, with water, the element of emotion, right? So what happens if there's too much water to fire in that ratio? Without the fire. What if there's too much fire to then water in that ratio? Evaporates the water. So it's about finding that balance, right, to create steam, forward motion, steam power, steam engines. Pardon the coughing. I made out with a school teacher a couple of days ago. Kids are walking petri dishes. That's why I don't have them. Okay, I have a career to think of using my voice. So I am doing garlic in raw honey, a teaspoon every hour on the hour, tons of water. So if you see me do this, it's not Pinot Grigio. It was Pinot Grigio. Now it's pure filtered water. Yum, it's good. Cool, cool. Just got to be healthy, doing what I do, considering I don't have to deal with the public directly today, right? You have no idea what I'm wearing under this table. I'm wearing black sweatpants. Let's ask the gods, not about what I'm wearing, obviously. Let's ask the gods for you. Breathe. Yeah, just because his immune system was used to it didn't mean mine was. My gods, there you are. Oh, Eros, I love you so much, Eros. Please, 1 card in clarity for this Libra collective. Sun, moon, rising sign for this full moon to new moon next. What do they need considering we've got the engineer, emerging, and temperance? Really a pretty clear message here that, this engineering thing, these creative solutions will be emerging, but it's going to take some temperance. It's going to take some balance, some patience, some discipline. So please, there's something very soft and gentle about this too, by the way, feeling that. So please, my gods, 1 card in clarity for this Libra collective. All right, 6 of Pentacles, another card of balance. But maybe the situation itself, particularly waning moon, is somebody getting more than somebody else. Are you giving more than you're getting? Are you getting more than you're giving? That's going to be different for every person watching this video. But really, two cards about essentially balance. But this one really in the physical. This one, you know, you want to say the major arcana cards are the major places in life, the major spiritual lessons. So the goddess is really kind of saying here, balance what's rising up inside of you, right? Your water and your fire, your feminine and your masculine, if you like. The intuition might very much be saying to you, this needs to be in balance. And the divine masculine might be like, nah, I don't wanna. Nah, I don't wanna. Bring that into balance, right? But the gods here are saying in particular, an imbalance can be financial, can be in terms of support. And look, there are times where we're going to be out of balance with our support of others, like when they're sick. Just a perfect example. I cut this fucker off at the pass, by the way. I'll be fine. I'm going to see Downton Abbey, the movie, tomorrow. I binged the whole fucking series just to watch the movie. So excited. I'll be fine. I'll look great. Leo rising, right? So of course there are times where we are supporting other people and it's not in balance, but the idea is that it's mutuality, right? So this does not feel emotional so much as it feels physical, but man, you got some emotions and some desires that might be in conflict there that need to be balanced. So how about we ask the Ascended Masters, those who have graduated Earth School, completed their highly individualized curriculum, Course in Miracles, and reach back through the dimensional spiral to assist those who are masters in training. Because really all of humanity is that. It's just, you know, it's a game. Everybody's in different stages, levels of the game. Of the quantum hologram called Life on Planet Earth, third, fourth, fifth dimension. As the fifth dimension absorbs the third and the fourth. Great fun to watch. My masters, breathe. My masters, please, one card in clarity for this Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising sign. For this full moon to new moon next. We've got the engineer, we've got emerging. We've got an engineer emerging with temperance and balance. Please, my masters, one card in clarity. What say you for this Libra collective? Deception. This card has been popping up in one way or another. The word deception has been popping up in one form or another throughout these reads for a while. And there are a lot of cards in this deck. So it's also been showing up in Daughters of the Moon. Literally, deception is the name of that card in deception here. So tuning to this, the information, and this isn't just intellectual, it's gut, is really to make sure that, is there such a thing as healthy deception? Yes, if you're trying to run for your life, right? If you're trying to get out of a toxic situation, it's Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. There's a lot of that going on. I had an Archangel Michael chainsaw experience and just got out every narcissist, covert, overt, didn't matter, gotta go. Hermit mode here, and yet I made out with the teacher and got a head cold. So yeah, like a germ that you don't know about until days later. A little deception going on here. So if you are running for your life, if you're in an unbalanced situation and you're trying to strategize, engineer a resolution for a common dilemma, then I would like you to acknowledge that what you're going through, oh, Libra overthinkers, here we go, that what you're going through is very common right now. And that you're not the only one doing it, right? That feeling of being isolated and alone, though not presented here, that it is a time of karmic justice, even though the justice card isn't on the table, but there is that card of balance, and it's going to take some patience, some discipline to pull this off in order to balance the situation. But then with this card of deception, if the because this is for some of you, it's not the hugest percentage in the collective, because they give me this this sort of like bar scale of percentage. It's like a quarter of the 25% around there really are being deceived. Like you are being cheated here in some way, or you're the cheater, the one doing the cheating, the deception. But it's about physical, and this can also be about sexuality, physical affection, right? Because it's very, very earth, but that it's going to take some discipline and some balance to get through this. So let's get your last voice here. from the Whispers of Love Oracle. This is the voice of the higher selves of all involved. Your higher self, the higher selves of anybody else involved here. That's interesting. I'll point that out next. Please, the higher selves of all involved. Breathe. One card in clarity for this Libra collective. Sun, moon, rising sign for this full moon to new moon next. Please. A whisper of love for this engineer archetype emerging through temperance, balance, discipline to bring things into balance in the physical world, the financial world, however that is, yet with some element of deception. And being that it is deception, it is hidden. So please, one card of clarity for this Libra collective for this full moon to new moon next. Get to know each other. I find that interesting. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. So there might be things that you don't know about this person, place, or situation that you need to get to know each other. Now, if this is a work situation, there's only so far you can go with that in a conversation. Hence, there might be a little scoping and probing, as my roommate Lillian at the Boston Conservatives. Come on, Mal, let's go scoping and probing around her in her Dodge Omni, riding around Boston. So much fun. The 80s was so much fun before cell phone cameras. We got away with so much. Just saying. But if this is absolutely in terms of a relationship, that there are things here that, you know, it's going to take great discipline, great temperance to perhaps hear some of the things, or perhaps say some of the things to bring this into balance with this deception. So let's bring it into a review here. So we've got the engineer archetype, and just to remind you, the shadow attribute, reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. That's where I feel like in the shadow you could be the deceiver. It's like, well, this is what works. I don't tell them what's going to happen, and I'm just going to fucking do this. Light attribute, ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. And the collective just said to me, they're like, the archetype cards for this particular cycle of reads, this particular series, this may not be you. It might be somebody that you're dealing with or a situation. So it can be you, another person, or a situation. I should have remembered to say that. I apologize. Dayquil. Better than NyQuil. Coughing, aching, stuffy head fever, pass out in the middle of a reading medicine. So, you know, talent. You have a talent. There's a talent here emerging perhaps in you to find a resolution to this common dilemma. People deceive each other all day long. People deceive themselves all day long, right? Keep going back, because it's the only fly in the ointment here, that deception card. But it's going to take patience. Look, conversations about this nature, things come out during Mercury retrograde, particularly in Scorpio. So something might just be revealed to you, right? A deception emerges, another way to look at that. But definitely, this is such a pairing of the goddess saying temperance and the god saying Six of Pentacles that might even mean like really keeping an eye on your money, really being very clear to make sure everything is balanced, the inflow and the outflow. And I am getting, for a good chunk of you, this is about a career situation, a work situation, but nonetheless, your higher self says, get to know each other. So through some common conversations, right? Through common means, right? Everyday stuff, but that there is a creative way through this. This is very Libran, right? Even though many might not associate the card of Temperance with Libra, it's certainly about balance and discipline, right? With that Six of Pentacles, there's something about balance in the physical. I mean, this makes sense. It's the only thing is deception. Really pay attention. Pay attention not just with the mind, but with the gut. Really feel this one out, so that you can let go of what needs to be let go here. And by the way, if this is a long-term situation, nothing like a Mercury retrograde, let alone a Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, to rethink this. Get your information, make your decision once Mercury has gone direct. Cool, cool. May the Libra collective sun, moon, rising signs be blessed with everything that they need this full moon to new moon next for the well-being of all. And so it is. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so that you get all of what I'm doing as it comes down the pike through me and into the world. But for now, my lovely Libras, Mercury conjunct Venus and Libra here for you, doing my best to serve you. I love you. Hail, farewell, and blessed be.